grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Extreme Arena. It's time for Class 2A semifinal action. This one, it's your 2 seed. The Davenport Assumption Knights taking on the 6-seeded Kuemper Catholic Knights. 32-2 record for the Knights. Assumption 26-7. Blake Walker, Joanna Settles with you here for this one. A tale of 2 tapes, really. Davenport Assumption takes care of business in the first round against Mid Prairie 3-0. On the other side, Kuemper Catholic avenges their regular season loss to Red Oak and upsets the Tigers to get here to this point. These 2 teams very even. You're going to see a lot of high-flying volleyball here today. And 2 teams that lost in the quarterfinals last year now make it here in the semifinals. They want one extra step.
They do, and I can't tell you the depth of desire that every girl on that court wearing red, which is all of them, has in their hearts right now. It means so much, and we do have to step back to that quarterfinal round because Red Oak, I saw them play this year, outstanding program, and Mid Prairie also just an incredible program as well.
2 very good programs all across the board, and they both pick up big wins. Kuemper Catholic got here to the state tournament by defeating Unity Christian 3-2, so they've been through the ringer. Assumption on the other side, you see a couple more losses across the board for them, Joanna, but Ankeny, Waukee Northwest, Dike New Hartford, and then a couple out-of-state towns, and then Pleasant Valley. They've been through it. That's how Assumption's been in every sport. They play the tougher competition that prepares them well for here.
Well, just look at the MAC. I mean, it's unbelievable. And 3 are here at state in Class 5A, 4A, and 3A, so that gets you prepared to play here in Coralville.
Kuemper Catholic, on the other hand, just 2 losses to Humboldt and Red Oak, 2 teams that have made it here to the state tournament. They haven't lost a match since September 16th, so they've been rolling here as of late. They're making their 3rd state tournament appearance in the 15th in school history. Meanwhile, Davenport Assumption here for the first time since 2012. Feels pretty crazy. Since making their state tournament debut in 2012, they've made it 12 straight times. So they've been on a roll. They know what they're doing when they get here. Coach Greg Cotton, I mean, not a lot of reps underneath his belt, but sure he's making it work.
He is, but he's been in the assistant position as well, so you see things from a different perspective. You're more liked in that position. You have a good connection with the girls, right? And so he does have the experience, even though he's now in the front seat.
We talked about it. Both teams are going to be wearing red. Let's learn about these teams. With our Hy-Vee starting lineups, let's head down to the floor for Kuemper Catholic and Davenport Assumption coming up. Winner is headed to the Class 2A championship game.
Good afternoon, volleyball fans. Welcome to today's 2025 Girls State Volleyball semifinal matchup featuring the Knights from Davenport Assumption and the Knights from Kuemper Catholic. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request that your cooperation in supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game. It's now time to introduce the players and coaches in today's semifinal matchup. First, for the Kuemper Catholic Knights, the non-starters, number 3, Zoe Bruning, number 4, Riley Sommerfeld, number 5, Sophie Lorman, number 6, Mildred Anthover, number 7, Morgan Mashing, number 16, Olivia Schenkelberg, and number 18, Alexis Danner. The assistant coaches, Lori Boutel, Madeline Wagner, Kara Berg, and John Wagner. And now the rotation for the Knights. Number 9, a 5'11 junior, Addie Anthover. Number 11, a 5'11 sophomore, Mariah Houghton. Number 12, a 5'11 sophomore, Colby Peter. Number 13, a 5'7 senior, Elsa Tiefenthaler. Number 15, a 6-foot senior, Brianna Whitrock. And the libero, and number 1, a 5'4 junior, Mia Milligan. And the libero, number 19, a 5'2 senior, Kaylee Simons. Head coach for Kuemper, Rusty Wintermote. The Knights. And now let's meet the Knights from Davenport Assumption. First, the non-starters. Number 2, Ava Stryker. Number 4, Emmy Burkhart. Number 5, Miley Duvall. Number 6, Ruby Stevens. Number 7, Camden Cornish. Number 9, Bella Muller. Number 12, Adeline Curro. And number 18, Natalie DePorter. Assistant coaches, Liesel Fowler, Marissa Robertson, Maria Sakalaris, and Kelly Kelly. And the rotation for Assumption. Number 1, a 6-foot senior, Carson Kelly. Number 3, a 5'8 senior, Delilah Graves. Number 10, a 6'3 senior, Ella Dare. Number 11, a 6'1 senior, Aaron Robbins. Number 15, a 5'11 senior, Catherine Schneider. Number 17, a 5'11 sophomore, Belle Cotton. And the libero, number 8, a 5'5 sophomore, Piper Hodge. Head coach for Assumption, Greg Cotton. The Knights. Ladies and gentlemen, your officials for the match are first referee Chris Armstrong, second referee Daryl Meyer, and the line judges Bob Fessler and Kent Kosur. Your officials.
Those were your Hy-Vee starting lineups. Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of the IGHSAU. Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile into every aisle. You are watching the 2025 Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau as sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Blake Walker, Joanna settles with you here. Davenport Assumption and Kuemper Catholic, the 2 seed versus the 6 seed. Going to be a fun one here this afternoon. A lot of stars on the floor. Good showing by both crowds. Carroll Kuemper obviously making the drive right down I-80 to get here. Davenport Assumption on the border right by the Mississippi River. Not too bad of a drive. Really good showing by both teams. And they're both wearing red. So on the left side, it'll be Kuemper Catholic in red and gold. Davenport Assumption will be on the right side in red and black.
For Kuemper Catholic, they have great veteran leadership and individual excellence. So I'm really excited to watch Kaylee Simmons. She already has over 2,000 career digs. So she's the libero. She, of course, on your left in the white jersey. And then on the right to counter that libero is Piper Hodge. We'll say her name a lot. But leading the offense over there and so much of their game is number 10, Ella Dare. And she is close to 100 blocks this season, which is one of the top in the state.
It'll be Elsa Tiefenthaler to start us off here for Kuemper Catholic. And we are underway in this 2A semifinal. The winner goes to the championship to take on either a Western Christian or Humboldt. Kuemper Catholic going to get things rolling here on the offensive side. There's Ella Dare that tries to dump that one across. Now a chance here for Assumption, as that one was pushed over by Delilah Graves. Now a chance for Dare in the middle. They brought a triple block that time for Kuemper. They couldn't do anything with it.
A really long volley here to start. So much momentum will be on this point.
Somebody's going to draw first blood. There's a push across by Graves. Nothing there. Now set up in the middle by Tiefenthaler and pushed over by Whitrock.
Too many free balls. Somebody's got to crush this ball. Get a good set, put it down.
Tiefenthaler sets up, and again, they didn't get a great one there with Anthofer. That one's going to go to the net. Dare knocked it up. Somebody's going to have to send it over. It's going to be Dare, and nobody's in the corner. And Assumption strikes first after, boy, almost a minute-long volley.
That was, but again, there were so many out-of-system balls that they couldn't hit the ball hard. They were just kind of staying alive on that. Ella Dare on the right side of your screen, she had 16 kills in the quarterfinals, so she already has this early one, and look for her to try to get to 20.
Tiefenthaler sets up. They tried to fake it there in the middle. Now Assumption with the chance. Play at the net, and knocked back over by Carson Kelly.
The joust. Carson Kelly is a 6-foot senior. All that height at the net is sure advantageous.
A 2-0 lead for Assumption in the early portions of set number 1. They set this one up, and a strong attack by Brianna Whitrock, the senior.
That's really the strongest offense that we've seen out of Kuemper Catholic so far, and that was from deep into the court.
Both teams even in the kills per set category, 11.4 per set for Kuemper, 11.6 for Assumption. Kuemper really excels in the serve efficiency rating as that one's dumped across. Nope, they're going to say it was in the net, I believe.
Yeah, Kelly was in the net on that one, but she's in the front row right now, so she can jump and attack that ball, which is nice. Both teams are running a 5-1 offense, so they just have the one setter.
That one put into the net by the captain, Whitrock. Gives a free point to Assumption. It's 3-2. Usually, when it's quick for volleys, you describe the mascot trying to help you get along, but I can't say Knights and Knights because then if you're not paying attention, you don't know who I'm talking about. So there is a service error that time, and Kuemper gets it back.
And there's that balance. You want to serve tough, but you want to serve it in. And so that one's out by, what, 1 inch?
Not much. And your margin for error here at the state tournament, very, very slim. Strong attack that time by Belle Cotton, the sophomore. Now Kuemper tries to respond.
Another free ball. Here's the offense of Davenport Assumption.
Dare with a big swing, and that works. kind of off the rebound. Carson Kelly was there as well. Back and forth we go here in the early portions of set number 1, Assumption by 1.
Yes, Kuemper Catholic now taking a little bit of a deep breath as number 10 for Assumption goes to the back with Ella Dare in the back row. They have 3 rotations where they don't have that size in the middle.
Dare got that one across cleanly. Now an attack that's blocked out of bounds, and that works for Abby Anthofer.
This serve pass game is so important. We already addressed some of the serving, but this pass needs to go right to the setter, so the setter doesn't need to move. And when she has to move a lot, it makes it difficult, and you see that, and that's why an easy ball just went over.
That was a really good heads-up play by Cotton to keep that thing in play. Gives Kuemper a chance. It's swatted back at the net by Erin Robbins and company, and then a little bit of miscommunication there as that ball went a little further than Eva Stryker thought it was going to go. Kuemper will take the point.
That was a good job by Mariah Houghton just to keep that ball alive. That ball was 2 inches from the net. All you can do is go over with it. You call that trapping your hitter, but she kept it alive well.
Great serve, but Kuemper can't get what they wanted off of it. Now here comes a mid-row attack off of Whitrock's arm. A little bit more just kind of miscombobulation, if you will, for Assumption. That leads to a point for Kuemper. Everybody just kind of hesitant on that Knight side, Assumption side.
Right, they're not hitting the ball hard a lot, way too tippy, if you will. Nice job on defense there by Addie Anthofer by staying in the court and letting that ball go out of bounds. You always stop at the court so it doesn't accidentally hit your leg.
Nice push across over for Assumption, gets it back within 1. Brings on Carson Kelly to serve here for Assumption.
Right, and she's the setter, so she cannot jump at the net anymore. Even though she will come to the net to set, she won't have net play, so we call that setter down.
She's been everywhere so far. 3 kills, 2 digs. Nice job on the back line for the Knights. That was Emmy Burkhart. Now Tiefenthaler sets up in a hard swing. Not going to drop that time for Houghton. Now Tiefenthaler tries again to Houghton. Everybody diving to hit the floor for Assumption to keep the ball in play. And once again, another long volley, but it's sent back by Belle Cotton. .5'11" sophomore. Belle Cotton has been trolling the near side, and it's working well for Assumption.
That was great timing, though, to try that setter dump. It didn't fall, but that third round, she tried to go right over.
Almost knocked back across that time by Houghton again. Tiefenthaler sets it up for her teammate, but it's swatted back. Erin Robbins, the 6'1" senior. A 7-6 advantage for Assumption as we just continue to teeter back and forth. Erin Robbins took a swing at it, but couldn't quite find the block.
No, you love the aggressiveness of that play and just missing the sideline by a little bit. Maybe a little more deep corner on that to give yourself more space.
Knights on to serve. Out of the far line and dumped over. Couple really good spots here for Belle Cotton, who's continuing to rack him up. 2 digs so far, an assist for her as well. And now her first official kill. And now she serves. Not a bad serve, forces Kuemper to kind of get out of shape, and now a free ball set back over. A chance in the middle. And dropped in by Catherine Snyder.
That was a really nice, quicker back set. Only a single block on that because the middle was coming in quick as well. So a nice execution by Snyder.
We're calling a lot of names here so far when it comes to the kills. It's not just one person getting the job done. That one missed a little wide to the right that time for Whitrock. Brianna had a good spot there in the middle, just couldn't quite convert it. Now a 3-point lead, largest of the set so far for Assumption. Strong play on the far side by Houghton. Mariah can jump.
that was actually one of her best transitions. She was back behind 10 feet, so you saw more power because she had a better approach. In the quicker offense, when it's a longer volley, she's got to get back and transition better to bring that power for her team.
Kaylee Simons is the one to send this one across, and now a block right up front by Whitrock and Peter. Just like that, Kuemper has crawled back with 2 straight and now back within 1.
Those double blocks are so much fun. It doesn't matter who touches it, you both get credit for it. It's because it's just hard to tell, so it brings so much energy, so much excitement.
Ella Dare checks back in off the rotation. 11-9 on the serve by Hodge. And there's a Channel Seeds service ace for Hodge. All aces in today's match brought to you by our friends over at Channel Seeds, your local seeds dealer. If you want to learn more, visit channelseed.com today. Hodge trying to get another one. It's not bad. Pushed back over by Whitrock. And now dumped over in the middle. Delilah Graves found the spot.
Yes, everybody, they've been hitting it so hard. Everybody's around the perimeter on defense for Kuemper Catholic, and you drop it right in the middle in that donut hole for a wise point.
Piper Hodge on a roll here. And not a bad serve again. Kind of forces them to almost make a free ball, but they make something out of nothing off of Brianna Whitrock.
I love, again, her being aggressive offensively. You could easily tip that over with 2 hands, take it with the platform, but she didn't have a great approach, but she went up and made it harder for the defense, putting pressure on them, and they come up with another point.
This is going to be a tough play at the net. Not for Whitrock.
What else can she do, right? She can hit out of system, she can block. That was a really nice redirect as she didn't do anything fancy, just changed the direction of the ball to put it down and score.
She's got it figured out here in set number 1 as Kuemper gets back within 2. Dare knocks that one through off the block.
Yes, and that was brilliant by Dare, but the more brilliant play was Carson Kelly, the setter on that. It was a quick back set. It was awkward. She had to contort, and she put it right in her teammate's wheelhouse.
Dare, the number 4 recruit in the state of Iowa by Prep Dig. She's headed to Kansas State to play volleyball for the Wildcats. There's a nice response by Colby Peter. Kuemper stays back within 2 as we've kind of gone back to trading points back and forth. Nobody can really get the run that they want. An IMC insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Everybody trying to keep the rotations fresh here in set number 1.
Here comes their offense. Out of system ball.
Simon set it up and put it right where Colby Peter needed it to be, and they're back within 1.
Really, you want a free ball every time to show off your offense, and that's what Kuemper Catholic's able to do. So Davenport Assumption has to be more aggressive, and this first pass right here on the serve receive is so important.
Over to the far side. Dare swung with all she had. Couldn't quite find it, though, and somehow, some way, knocked back across by Carson Kelly. And then on the other side, dropped in by Anthofer.
Nice slide there. The ball shot out too far to the right, so she took an extra, not a setter set, but really a slide shot to that and hit the open middle 6 of the defense.
Credit to Addie on being able to get there at the right moment. There's Dare. This time she tries to dump it across. Another triple block opportunity there for Kuemper. They're going to try to set up and get Dare whenever they can. You just don't see a lot of that. Kuemper's starting to find a rhythm here, and it's all because of Colby Peter. Colby doing a really nice job on that far line. 3 kills for her unofficially. Just like that, Kuemper has taken the lead. Now a chance again for Peter. That time not going to get past Piper Hodge. Nice job on the back line by the Knights. Now set up by Kelly, and Dare can't get it there. And long. Boy, Brianna Whitrock did a really nice job on that back line. Assumption had a lot of opportunities but couldn't find the floor. 16-14, Kuemper leads. We'll be right back.
At American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Set number one, 6th-seeded Kuemper Catholic and 2nd-seeded Davenport Assumption. A 16-14 advantage for Kuemper Catholic here. Blake Walker-Joyna settles with you. Assumption was looking good there, and now a couple right back for Kuemper.
Yes, the game of momentum swings. So that play right there, Dare, she saw the watermelon, and there's different philosophies on that overpass. You can go for it, but it's very difficult to time. A lot of times you just take that with your hands, give it to your setter, and hope they give it right back to you.
Whitrock, who has played so well on the back line, sends that one across. And it's not the best ball for Assumption to corral. They do eventually get it back over. Now a chance. Tiefenthaler sets it up, and it's dropped in by Addie Enthofer.
Yeah, nice back set there by Tiefenthaler to Enthofer. Everybody thinks it's going to the outside. There's been outside, outside, outside. Maybe you catch the middle, cheating a little bit, and then balancing that offense using both pins is so important.
A channel seed service ace for Brianna Whitrock. And Kuemper Catholic is feeling it here at the late stages of set number one. Assumption needs a point. Try to break up a scoring drought here. They go to their star, Dare, who got it blocked out of bounds. That triple block, it seems like that's going to be what Kemper's going for to at least hold back Ella.
When you have such big size in the middle, you have to maybe do something a little different. Now, what Dare can do is there's lots of empty space if there's only 3 back on defense. So look for her to tip, to just see where that defense is. I know the assistants are kind of maybe charting it up for her to see what option she has so she can tip it right up over the block. It's just tougher defensively for the 3 people that are back. But I like trying something different to slow her down because she brings so much to this night team.
A channel seed service ace for Emmy Burkhart. See if that gets Assumption rolling here. As she's on to serve again. Another really good ball. Play at the net. And finding the other far corner is Zoe Bruning.
Great push, short cross there.
The seniors have been making plays, but this junior class that Kuemper's got can hold their own, and they're doing so. Dare got it over top of the triple block, but not enough. Say it goes long. That time she tried to adjust to the block, and that time a little too much. Kuemper is the first one to 20, and Colby Peter. Dare picks it up. Kelly got it sent back at the net. Now they have to regroup. A near side attack that's blocked back. Bruning and Enthofer. Timeout Assumption again. It's all Kuemper Catholic here in set number one. We'll be right back and see if the Knights can finish it off.
At American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back here to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. 21-16, Kuemper Catholic leading over Davenport Assumption here in set number one. The 6th seed already upset Red Oak. They'd love to get another.
They would. I think it was a timely timeout here. I think Davenport Assumption needs to settle in a little bit. Dare maybe not used to a triple block all the time, but she's sailed 2 balls too deep. So I would, just to get her confidence back, I'd say, hey, just tip the next one up over that block and try to drop one in on the defense.
A chance now for Assumption to try to rally back into it. Bell Cotton was the one that sent it over. Enthofer can't find it. Cotton again. Good coverage there by Kuemper. And blocked back. Darren Company on the block on the serve by Houghton.
Again, that set was very close to the net, which is really fun if you're a blocker
Yeah,
because
it
it makes
is.
it easier and makes it difficult to do. It's almost a time maybe to use your left hand and tool it because you're just going to have to, your only choice is to hit it right into that double block, which is a big block and doesn't turn out very good.
Eladair, that one probably was going to go out, but Whitrock decided to keep it in. Now they try to get another block up front with Kelly and them up front. Nice job by Burkhart. Couple good long volleys here in this one. All worked out. Zoe Bruning was there in the middle, kind of forced Assumption off Kinter.
Yes, the setter for Kuemper Catholic, Elsa Tiefenthaler, she is mixing up her sets very well. She's going to the left, to the outside. She's going back to the right, and they're very successful with this balanced offense.
Cotton, good luck. Strong power. She hadn't gotten a lot of those in a while and finally got the play that she wanted. See if Assumption can put together a couple here, or Kuemper is going to be looking at a first set victory here in the semis. Tiefenthaler pushes it across on her own accord. And now Cotton takes a swing. Middle row attack. Almost got over the net. Now a chance for Assumption. Dumped over.
Great dig.
Nice play by Antover. Another great dig on the other side. That's Hodge. Now Cotton got it in the far corner.
She did a great high cross ball to slip it into between the defenders.
Now brings on Carson Kelly, the 6-foot senior, now to serve for Assumption, trailing by 3. Antover there to pick it up. Blocked back for a moment by Cotton. Now they go to the other side. And Houghton can't get it got. Cotton. Nice play on the back line by Whitrock. She's been so good back there today. You said it, Joanna. We're playing at the net. They try to go to the far back corner, and they can't get the point.
Love the idea. That back one corner, back on the left, I think it was open again. I think they just missed it by an inch, but a headsy play, a great location to try to hit.
22-20, now a timeout for Kuemper. We'll be right back.
At American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
22-20, Kuemper Catholic leading over Davenport Assumption here in set number 1. The Kuemper Catholic Knights trying to get a big, crucial first set. All things considered here.
I like Assumption's fight, right? They were down by a few, and now it's just 2 points. They're clawing their way back in, looking to get within 1 here if they score this point.
Carson Kelly sends that one long, and a service error has Kuemper within 2.
It's always hard to come out of a timeout and get the ball in. We usually give that point to the coach.
Yeah.
So, Coach, there's one for you. Coach Winnemore gets that one.
Kuemper Catholic just 2 away. Now Cotton over on the far side. Tried to send it over. Set up in the middle by Simons. Good block back up front by Robbins. Robbins can't get it to drop. Nice play by Simons. Cotton blocked. Mariah Houghton was up front, and now set point for Kuemper Catholic. Trying to take a crucial first set victory and put the pressure on Assumption. That one dropped in. Aaron Robbins says, not yet.
No, again, Carson Kelly with her setting prowess on display there. A quick back set behind as the ball wasn't exactly where she wanted. So great job scoring points when it's not a perfect pass.
Tiefenthaler pushes it over on her own. Assumption's ready for it. Now it's over by Graves. Set up in the middle. They try to dump it. And now a somewhat free ball. A chance here for Kuemper Catholic. Nope. Free back over by Tiefenthaler.
I'm not sure if she realized that her setter was right there because she did not transition at all, so had to just easily get the ball over.
And the point for Brianna Whitrock, who was so solid on the back line all set long, is the one to finish it off. And Kuemper Catholic takes set number 1 over Assumption, 25-21. They lead 1-0 overall. Set number 2 on the other side when we come back.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Take a look at your SUCUP stats. After set number 1 goes to Kuemper Catholic, they lead 1-0 overall. Really back and forth, all things considering here so far, Joanna, but an under at least 100 hitting percentage for Assumption. Just a couple things back and forth. Attack errors also. It's back and forth, really, is what I'm trying to say.
It's too many tips.
Yes.
It's not as much setting your hitters up. They've transitioned back so they can really just really hit the ball hard. So I think both teams need to do a better job of hitting the ball hard. You have to take a little more risk with that, and that's okay, but you should reap the rewards. But I would say set number 1, the standout was Brianna Whitrock all the way around, 6 rotations, but it was her 4 kills that were huge, and she had the biggest dig of the game as well. So really holding her team accountable and just leading in an awesome way like a senior should do.
Total attacks, even. Davenport Assumption has 53. Kuemper Catholic has 52. It's just kind of gone back and forth. Tiefenthaler has 11 digs and 10 assists. That's really the big box score that stands out. Hodge, for Assumption, she's got 12 digs so far. How about Carson Kelly? 3 kills, 4 digs, 7 assists. Doing it all for Assumption.
She sure does. And her assists, they're pretty. They're fun to watch.
Yeah. And they've shut down Ella Dare, all things considering. Just 2 kills for Ella.
Again, I think she needs a tip over that block and really play with those back 3 on defense, because it's hard to be back and cover short at the same time, especially when they bring that triple block.
Both teams also with 2 blocks so far. They average about 3 per set, so just under average. Piper Hodge will be the one to serve here for Assumption as we get set to go for set number 2. And it's a Channel Seed service ace to get us started. And that match, or that last set, all things considering, you know, back and forth for the most part. Then around the 20-point mark was when Kuemper kind of started to sneak away. Strong, emphatic kill on the other side by Colby Peter, who had a really good middle of set number 1.
She did, but that's the power we want to see and we expect here at the Extreme Arena.
I've always said we just need speedometers on the floor. We got to see how fast the ball is headed across the net. Some of these girls, it's just unbelievable. Dare makes it work. She was not ready for that. The ball was kind of assisted or set up the wrong way, but she's able to punch it back across.
It's hard to cover every square foot of this court, but that's a really hard spot in that corner right by the referee at 1 foot off the net.
And just like that, she's already now got half of the kills that she had in set number 1. They need her to get going. Tiefenthaler sets this one up. Now Kelly back over to Dare, and Ella shorted it into the net.
Yeah, she did. Dare went up a little too early and couldn't hang up there long enough and had to adjust, but you still have to get that ball over. Anything you can do.
Well, and with the 3 girls up front to block, she's probably really thinking beforehand, where am I going to put this thing if she gets a chance? Here she gets another one. Nice pickup by Simons, the libero. And whistle's blown. I think they had 4.
I think Tiefenthaler stepped underneath.
Oh, that'll be it.
Yep, she did. She couldn't
get that white line. Yep.
That's all you can do. Yep, and you can touch the white line. You just can't go, your foot can't go
Yep.
completely over it. So that's a quick call and an easy call for the refs.
And a couple times this week I've seen they just kind of, that foot slides. You just don't have enough traction, just kind of steps over. Service error that time for Assumption. Tied back at 3. Assumption's got 3 service errors today. Kuemper's got 2. And now the serve for Colby Peter, the sophomore. Kelly has to run all the way over to go get it. Dare finds the sweet spot. Tiefenthaler got down low, just couldn't quite hang on to it.
Yeah, Dare did a nice job, but she was underneath that ball. So again, that takes some of your power away when you're hitting it almost right on top of your head. So she's got to stay behind that ball and bring more power.
Now Dare will serve. Trying to give Assumption a cushion here in set number 2, at least in the early goings. Here's Cotton. Sent long.
She tried to cut that ball into the forward zone and just kind of mishit it, actually.
Bell had a really good couple moments in set number 1 to keep Assumption rolling. 4 all here so far in set number 2. Kuemper leads 1-0 overall. Really emphatic play by Tiefenthaler.
There she is. You don't get an overpass often. The middles usually get them, but there is the setter / right side hitter, Elsa Tiefenthaler. That's a lot of fun when you get to pound it.
She's got 11-11 in the kill or digs and assist category. Now with her first kill. Doing it all so far. Play at the net. Nice pushover on the far side. Carson Kelly, nobody was home. You had talked about it. Obviously, when you got Dare up front, you kind of anticipate, so you put a couple more girls up front. Assumption's got to, they're starting to realize, okay, now the back's pretty wide open.
And she went for that back right corner.
A chance once again off the block for Mariah Houghton.
Yes, and again, a really nice set by Tiefenthaler to set up her teammates to be successful.
IMT Insurance substitution checking in. Mia Milligan. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com, our substitution sponsor here at the State Volleyball Tournament.
Nice deep serve.
Cotton put it in the right spot as Milligan was a little late to get to the middle of the floor.
Those off-speed shots are tough to read sometimes, right? And you can't have your heels back because you just can't move. You're expecting it to be hit hard, so a nice mixing up the offense there with that off-speed.
Newton sends that one over. Now a chance this time, and spiked back across by Aaron Robbins. That's her second kill of the afternoon. Assumption's got height in the middle. 6'1", 6 foot. Ella Dare is 6'3".
They do. It's a big block. No matter who is in the front line. And some miscommunication there for Kuemper Catholic. They're so used to number 13 on your left for Elsa Tiefenthaler to always get it. So when she yells for help, people were just a little surprised.
Nice pickup by Hodge. Out of the near side. Spiked back over.
What a dig by Milligan to keep that ball alive.
Playing well coming off the bench there. Now Simon sets it right back up. And Knocked over in the net.
Great effort by Piper Hodge there. One hand on your stomach, doing everything you can to keep that ball from hitting the floor.
She hit the deck and almost makes the play. 8-7 here. Kuemper down by 1, leading overall. They'd love to take the 2-0 lead if they can get it, but Assumption not going to go away easy because plays like that, Delilah Graves.
Delilah Graves, nice job. We haven't seen many line shots, and that's a beautiful line shot right there with no defender covering that zone.
That's what's kind of helped these volleys go so long. Good volleyball being played. They try to go to the middle this time and knocked over by Whitrock. Nice play on the back line by Milligan. Boy, she's really stepping up here.
There's an off speed, it doesn't fall.
Bump back over, now a chance here for Assumption. They go over with Catherine Snyder. She's got a kill earlier. Knights trying to clear everybody out. Now they send back over. Simon's on top of it. Tiefenthaler sets it up right in the middle for Whitrock.
Really nice long volley there for Whitrock to score the point on that. But how about the defensive specialist, Mia Milligan? She comes in, number 1, and she has some big digs. She's using even just one arm to get it, but a credit for her. It doesn't show up in the stat book, but she's doing a great job making her teammates look great.
In the short time in the match, she's already got 5 digs. That's tied for third most on the team so far. Dare over the triple block, couldn't get it to fall. And now, right over top of the double block is Addie Antover.
Yeah, I like Simons there going to the right side to Antover just to mix things up again to keep the defense of Assumption thinking.
Nobody can get free here in set number 2. We're gridlocked again. Kelly sets up, near side attack, drops in that time for Graves.
Yeah, Graves has a big swing. She really brings that arm back and has a lot of power with that bow and arrow move as she hits that cross corner.
It's Catherine Snyder now to serve. 5'11" senior sends it across and just misses the back line on a service error.
Love the experience of these back row specialists, these liberos, knowing that, oh, we have an extra 2 inches. Let's let it go. So good decision. Sometimes you just take them if they're close, but wise decision.
Now Whitrock on the other side. They fake to Dare in the middle, and then it's airmailed on the backside by Graves. Graves had been cooking there a little bit. That time a little too hard.
That set was a little lower. She likes them a little higher to try to get on top of that ball and put it down.
Whitrock on to serve again. Kuemper with the lead by 1. Tiefenthaler caught it there. Now set up by Simons this time. And that works. Addie Antover waited on it, made the play. Kuemper by 2.
Yeah, that looked fantastic. But it was an out-of-system ball, so we have to shout out who made that pass, who was the assist. It was Kaylee Simons, and she did a great job with that out-of-system ball, putting it right where it needed to be.
She'll take the assist, no doubt about that. Dare on a slide. Not going to get it. Tried to toe the line, which we haven't seen, like you said, a ton. And now a timeout is going to be taken by Coach Cotton. Kuemper leading 13-10 here in set number 2 over Assumption.
At American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Just about midway through set number 2, Blake Walker, Joanna Settles with you here this afternoon here in Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, 13-10. Kuemper Catholic leading Assumption. Afternoon here in Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, 13-10. Kuemper Catholic leading Assumption here in set number 2. The Knights starting to get some things rolling against the Knights, as we've all expected. Knights and Knights. Kuemper getting a couple big plays, and it's a couple out-of-position plays that have really gotten them rolling here.
They are, yeah. They're keeping the ball alive, so some big plays there. And then even when they're out of system, Simon's doing a great job of putting up a ball as if it was set by the setter.
They look to keep it rolling with Whitrock on the serve. Carson Kelly sets it up, and Dare can't get it to drop. They have kept Dare in check today. Kelly tries to get to the far corner. Who else but Whitrock to save it, and then finished off on the other side by Colby Peter. The teamwork is making the dream work right now for Kuemper Catholic.
It sure is outstanding. And Dare and the Davenport Assumption Knights are used to those Dare balls falling and scoring. So for Kuemper Catholic to pick these up and keep the ball going, it's phenomenal.
4-point lead for Kuemper Catholic. Dare tries to swat that one back. Whitrock again, not going to let him get anything good. Now Carson Kelly sets up. Dare on a slide. No. Saved on a kick and out. Were you surprised there was nothing called? No. I don't know how no one realized the kick.
Love the kick. The first slide that Dare tried, it went out of bounds just wide right, and I loved it. She went up. I mean, she rose up, so I'm glad they came right back to it because that's going to be just a great offensive play for them.
Tiefenthaler sets it up. Nice play on the back line.
Speaking of the slide.
By Burkhart. And that one swatted into the net by Peter.
Again, that set was a little short, and she didn't adjust quick enough.
Assumption pulls back within 2 here.
This serve-receive pass, really important. Of course, Simons hope it goes to her. Goes to Whitrock. Out of system to Simons.
Kelly, middle, Dare. Got it in past the block. They have been trying that all day. That time it was a double block. There was not 3 there. And it's possible if Kuemper doesn't see the threat yet that they go back to 2 and it kind of forces everybody else to kind of move.
Yeah, it just makes them think. But I sure love the combination of Hodge to Kelly to Dare. That works so well.
Nice job going to get it by Colby Peter, able to keep that one in play. Now Dare got it to go.
And we can't say Dare without saying Hodge, Kelly, Dare, all 3 of them. That's a magic combination when those 3, because Hodge just gives it right where Kelly wants it, which right where Dare wants it, and not where Kuemper Catholic's defense can defend it well.
Ella's starting to heat up here. She's got 6 kills total. She had just 2 in the first set. We're tied back at 14. It's a 4-0 run for Assumption. That one swatted back out of bounds, making a 5-0 run.
Yeah, Belle Cotton with a big swing coming from a tougher ball, but she puts that down nice off the block.
Coach Wintermote still has 2 timeouts. He's going to let his team work through it here. 5-0 run by Assumption. Cotton past the block, 6-0 run, and that will warrant a timeout. 16-14, Assumption rolling here in the middle of set number 2. We'll be right back.
At American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Blake Walker, Joanna Settles with you here in the middle of set number 2. Davenport Assumption and Carroll Kuemper Catholic. Because sure, let's use their whole full names. 16-14, Assumption leads here in set number 2.
Well, we can't just use their mascot.
No, because Knights has been taken.
Yes, well, what we see here in this 3A matchup, Davenport Assumption, they've really started trusting each other here in this second set, and now they have this 2-point lead. But I love, I talked to them before the game. I saw them downstairs, talked to the team, and they just said we have to trust each other, and we have to play with hype.
Hodge, who has had so many digs today, keeps it rolling. She's got 15 as of right now unofficially, and it's blocked back by Cotton.
Cotton on a run. Kill, block, scoring points.
Assumption is on a run. They've got 7 straight. It was 14-10 just a few moments ago. There's Burkhart on the serve. Simons picks it up. Tiefenthaler to the far side. It's swatted in the net by Colby Peter. It's 8 straight.
The serve receive is good. Kuemper Catholic passing a nice ball. Simons doing a great job putting it up right to Tiefenthaler. Look for them maybe to use the right side this time and mix things up offensively.
Tiefenthaler now goes to the middle, and Bruning couldn't find it. Now Cotton dumps over. Nice play. Good dodge, or good dig by Hodge. That one almost dropped in, and it does work. Colby Peter finally gets it to drop and ends the drought. 18-15.
Yes, Colby Peter for Kuemper Catholic. I love she used such a nice push, and her wrist was so solid. It's almost like a paddle. There was no wrist movement at all to really push and get that ball through the block.
Now Kuemper trying to get a run of their own here. It starts with Colby Peter on the serve, and she serves it into the net. 19-15.
Yes, Kuemper Catholic, though, so strong when number 11, Mariah Houghton, is in the front row, and she's got 2.5 rotations here to see what she can do. Her transition behind 10 feet is really important to bring the power to get her team back into this set, too.
There on the serve. Somewhat of a free ball by Whitrock. Now they go to Cotton, and Cotton got it to go over Whitrock's length. Assumption rolling here in the middle portion of set number 2, trying to take their first set of the match. And Dare will serve again. Tiefenthaler sets up Bruning. Nothing there that time, and then dumped over nicely by Aaron Robbins.
Really nice, and that's hard to read. It looks like she was going to take it to the right side of the court, and she turned and went to the left side where the setter usually is, try to work that spot. So a really nice job kind of in that 2 zone to get one to drop.
Assumption was the first one to 20, going to try to get the job done here. That one, though, going to go long on the service error, 21-16.
Again, Kaylee Simons on that serve receive, doing a nice job of making decisions.
5 service errors for Assumption, 3 for Kuemper Catholic. And a couple here in the last couple minutes. That one dumped over off the block for Cotton. Simple, light, still works.
It does. Again, that set was a little too close to the net for her, so you go to your toolbox and you try something else, and to push that off the block and to the block was brilliant.
There's Carson Kelly on the serve. The lead is 6 for Assumption. That one high in the air off Emmy Burkhart.
Good ball control.
Bruning makes it work. Kuemper not going away yet. Not just going to hand it here to the Knights of Assumption, 22-17.
Yeah, down 5 here, but last time Mia Milligan came in, she really kept things alive, deep on defense. We'll see what she can do to keep her team keeping this one close.
Belle Cotton takes a swing, can't find the floor. Now another chance for Peter. It tight ropes the line. Assumption keeps it in. Now a chance that time for Houghton. Near side ball, Simons, they keep it in, and somehow set back across by Milligan. Well, you talked about it, she's coming up big, and there, off the block, Assumption gets the point.
Yeah, that quick back set, that 6 to the right side hitter, diversifying the offense and the offensive run of Davenport Assumption to try to close out set number 2 and even things up.
6-point advantage. Assumption is 2 away from their first set victory of the day. Here's a slide that's blocked back up front. Delilah Graves, a big part of that one.
Wow. That one feels so good. Holy cow. Great timing by the block of Graves. I like the attempt to try to run that slide by Kuemper Catholic, but that's a big point there by Graves.
Set point. Belle Cotton on the serve. It's not a bad one. Swatted back at the net. They try again. Kuemper's all over it, though.
Using every arm, leg, phalange, anything they have.
Whistle blown in the net. And that is how set number 2 comes to an end. Davenport Assumption takes it 25-17. And it is tied overall. 1-1 is your score. We'll be back for set number 3.
Ladies, the bake sale's about to start. Are you ready?
We've got this.
Okay.
Oh, guys, he's here.
Quick start delivery for Janet.
Bring it here.
Let's get this bake sale going. Yeah.
Come on.
Best bake sale ever.
Oh, yeah. Let's dig in.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Blake Walker, Joanna Settles with you here. Been a fun one so far. 1-1 overall is our score. Take a look at our Sukup stats. Hitting percentages still the same. Everything all across the board, Joanna, still the same. Nobody can really get anything going.
Right, there's so much, these are tight matches, but what and who is the difference maker? In set number 1, when Kuemper Catholic took that win, it was really Brianna Wittrock that made the difference, all rotations that she was in that back, middle, and hitting the ball. But set number 2 for Davenport Assumption, the difference maker really was Belle Cotton. She now has 8 kills. She had the big block. She's getting it done and leading her team.
Couple box score stats for individuals that stand out. Piper Hodge has 18 digs, 21 assists for Carson Kelly. Tiefenthaler, 16 assists, 16 digs for Kuemper Catholic. And really, for the Knights, Kuemper Catholic Knights, kills pretty even.
Nice balance, and that is because Elsa Tiefenthaler is really mixing things up and really making it more difficult for the defense of Assumption to figure out where she's going. She does have a quick release, so they don't know if she's going outside or to the middle or behind her. So look for her to continue to really mix things up and keep the defense thinking.
So 1-1, a crucial set number 3 to see who can take an advantage here into set number 4. And that's something for the players. Sweeps out of the question. You're going to have to play to 4. You're going to have to battle. And it'll be Kuemper to serve and get us going here in set number 3 as Tiefenthaler will send it away. Kelly sets up in the middle. Dare can't drop it across. Dare somehow saved it. Off the knock by Anthofer. Kelly waited for it in the net. And she might have been in the net. No, double.
You know, there's always that decision when I have to send a free ball over, where do I put it? A lot of times you see go deep corner, but middle hitters are usually not the best passers. So Elsa Tiefenthaler thought, oh, I'll just give it right over, and that's why they got the point, because
Assumption gets a 4-5, now 5-4 advantage for Kuemper Catholic. Working through a couple sound issues on our end as we're going to have to adjust a couple things here on our end, but picture should still be with you. 5-4 is your score here. As Dare drops that one across, it's 5-5. Here in set number 3, Kuemper Catholic and Assumption tied at 1 apiece.
Yes, and that's what I'm talking about, that open court. If you bring a triple block, there are spaces that are open, and that looks easy for her. It's not, but it looks easy for Ella Dare just to tip it over to the short corner to put one down quickly, because she needs to capitalize on, once she touches that ball, it should hit the floor only.
Tiefenthaler sets up, near side, dropped across. And now Kelly pushes over. Nicely done by Carson Kelly.
Yeah, really smart play. Again, 5 of the athletes for Kuemper Catholic were in the pink, which means they're in front of 10 feet, and only 1 was deep, so something has to be open, and the wings have to make sure they get back and cover better on defense.
Carson Kelly's stat line still pretty crazy. 6 kills, 8 digs, 23 assists. Here's Cotton. Tried to drop it in. Good dig on the back line.
Yes, she's got 2 off speeds now that haven't fallen.
A tumble on the back line by Emmy Burkhardt, able to keep it going, and it's sent back over.
Again, another one that looks really easy by Ella Dare. Everybody's back on their haunches waiting for a hard ball to come, and she just places it right at 10 feet, right in the middle of the court where it's wide open.
2-point lead for Assumption in a crucial set number 3. How about that play in the middle by Aaron Robbins?
Oh, the fun of an overpass. Aaron Robbins loving every second of that. It comes over, up high, and she smashes it right back down to dent the floor.
We'll be right back. 8-5 lead for Assumption.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Set number 3, Davenport Assumption leads 8-5 over Kuemper Catholic here at the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Blake Walker, Joanna Settles with you here for this Class 2A semifinal. Ella Dare will try to continue to serve.
Yes, what a start for Davenport Assumption. Ella Dare has really come alive here to score and lead her team.
Another really good serve. Channel Seed service ace for Ella Dare.
Yes, I'm getting a little nervous. She's really close to that line. She's within an inch.
I was surprised the last one. Yeah, it
Me
looked
too.
really close.
Yes, I know that Kent down there is watching that line, but man, she's close.
That time clean. And my, oh my, back to back.
To back to back. The last 4 touches, I think she has literally ended the play.
Yeah.
So she tipped it to the middle, she tipped it to the side, to the middle, dropped one in, and that is 2 aces. Wow.
Your star player is coming up big, trying to extend the lead here. Kuemper trying to get it back, but a block stays in bounds from Aaron Robbins.
It is 11-5. What a start in this 3rd set by the Knights.
Feels like that middle portion when Assumption went on an 8-0 run. Everything's starting to snowball here.
Great serve. That's a tough one.
Tiefenthaler had to go all the way over to the other side. They, that time, can't catch the back line. 11-6.
And that's a really hard ball. It's coming over your right shoulder. It's awkward, and every hitter just wants to smash it every time, but there are times to roll shot it and just take a little speed off of it and keep the ball in.
Served across by Anthofer. Now here's Cotton. Dropped it over the net. Bruning's able to save it. Now they try to recover. Cotton just dumps over a second. Bruning got it.
Kuemper Catholic needed that point.
Coach Cotton thought maybe it was out, but line judge calls it in.
No, Mariah Houghton doing a nice job at hitting the ball, and her coverage on the off block is really nice. She's coming all the way over to get that ball.
Boy, an awkward play forced Hodge to go all the way almost to the loading dock area to go and get it. It's a Channel Seed service ace. How about 7 total aces for Davenport Assumption today? Is that going to be back-to-back? Back-to-back for Kuemper. We saw back-to-back for Assumption, and now Kuemper with their own.
Yes, Eddie Antoffer making a nice little run. They're within 2 now.
Trying to keep it rolling here. Kelly sets up middle. Aaron Robbins.
Wow. If you don't serve it really hard and you give the other team an in-system ball that they can set the middle, you better watch out on defense and get your hands up in neutral because it is coming hot.
Lead is back to 3 for the Knights. Bruning. Nothing there, and Robbins thought she got it, but she didn't.
Yeah, that was extended time with contact to the ball there. She didn't make contact and release it quick enough.
Kuemper back within 2 here. Is that one, is it another ace? No, not yet. Assumption able to save it that time. Here's Tiefenthaler, who pushes it over herself. Assumption wanted a double hit. Blocked back up front by Cotton and Robbins.
Wow, Cotton and Robbins, a big double block there.
Assumption about 3 ahead, then back to 2, then back to 3. They're kind of trading points right here. Both teams have gone on a couple runs as I don't think the serve is ready quite yet.
Well, the server was ready, but I don't think they blew the whistle.
I don't know if they blew the whistle, yeah.
I think she's excited. She wants to play. There's the whistle.
Now Bell serves. Tiefenthaler has to chase it. Here's a free ball that hits the antenna.
Serve receive, so important. And then making a good decision, however you get it over, but that's got to be over and in to decrease the amount of errors you're having when you are out of system when it's such a tough serve.
Tiefenthaler pushes over. Second time in a row she's done that, trying to catch Assumption off guard. Swatted back up front by Whitrock. We haven't really seen Whitrock up front on the blocking side. She's been so good on the digging side on the back line.
There's not a stat column that she can't fill out.
No.
Never mind, she doesn't set. So maybe not too many assists, but everything else she can do well.
Past the block, nice play by Catherine Snyder.
Ella Dare returns to the lineup for Davenport Assumption.
The digging machine, Piper Hodge, going to come out and serve. 22 digs for her already. Flying over everywhere on the floor. That one's going to be dropped in. Colby Peter.
That was out, yeah.
Yeah, out. Called it out.
She tried to cut that. It was a nice idea to try to hit that four spot. It's tough to do.
Hodge tries her luck with it. Now Peter punches it over to the far corner. Nothing going that time. Now Dare just has to push.
Yeah, I thought she got all the way over on that one.
Nice block up front by Assumption. Now Tiefenthaler tries again. Hodge is over top of it. Now Dare pushes over and works. There's that height that you can see that she can just get on top of it and turn it wherever she wants. 17-11, Assumption leads in set number 2, or set number 3, trying to take set number 3. We'll be right back out of the timeout.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
17-11, Davenport Assumption on top of Kuemper Catholic here in set number 3. We're knotted at 1 apiece. Someone's trying to get a big third set victory. And it's not a guarantee, Joanna Settles, that you take the third set, boom, there, you win the game. But it's definitely one of those things that confidence builds, confidence, motivation. You try to take them into the next sets.
It does. You definitely, to get to set 4, you definitely want to be up 2-1, obviously, just because you don't want to play tight at all. You want to be free. You want to be free to be more aggressive and hit it out maybe by an inch, but you want that freedom to really go. And the opportunity that Davenport Assumption has right now is to go to Ella Dare as often as they can.
Tiefenthaler chases that one over. It's swatted back by Dare. Simons able to hang on to it and bring it back into play. They try again with the other side. Punched back by Snyder. The volley continues. Tiefenthaler sets up. Beautifully dropped over. Hodge somehow sent it back. Multiple Kuemper Catholic players hit the deck. The volley continues, and that's a double by Dare.
Wow, 2 outstanding plays individually right there. Like you said, I don't know how Piper Hodge got to that ball, but she did. She's so quick and reads so well. And then Elsa Tiefenthaler, she was on her knees falling, setting the ball.
Dare can't get it to go. Kuemper back within 4.
Dare needs to continue. I say feed Dare, get her the ball as much as you can.
She's got double-digit kills now. Now at 10, they go to Dare. Nothing on it that time. Now a chance this time for Peter and Hodge. Who else to pick it up? Near side ball that time by Graves. Now Peter in the net. $18 attack errors for Assumption, 15 for Kuemper Catholic. So not clean all the way by any means for either team. Hodge can't save it.
Great effort. She tried to dive and get the ball and J-stroke it to keep it in and could do 2 of the 3.
Trying to keep it in, just couldn't quite get it to drop. Big spot here for Kuemper, trailing by 4, trying to get a couple points strung together. But Ella Dare shuts that one down.
Yes, as they continue to want to keep this lead big. It's 5. It's not enough if you're Davenport Assumption. But hey, a couple years ago, my nephew, Derek Wepking, played basketball at Muscatine, and he had Joe Wieskamp on his team, who eventually played at Iowa, right, and has played in the NBA. And I said, Derek, what's your offense? And he said, get it to Joe. We don't have an offense. It doesn't matter if 3 people are on or not. You get it to Joe. And I said, okay. And so right now, Assumption's offense is get it to Ella. No matter what, get it to her. Boom. There you go. Drop it in.
Tiefenthaler tried to save it on her back, couldn't quite get there, and Assumption is the first one to 20. And they did give it to Joe Wieskamp at Muscatine. There were nights where he scored 70 points because they just decided to give it to him that often.
With 3 people on him.
Yes.
Yes.
20-14. And a Channel Seed service ace for Assumption. It's starting to string together here. Kuemper is out of timeouts, looking very similar to set number 2.
It is, but it is so much more Ella Dare. She's really starting to take over this set and this game.
Cotton picks it up. Everybody kind of running everywhere. Now Bell puts it in the net.
She jumped early on that one, and so was coming down. I like the idea of a roll shot up over that block, but she mistimed it.
21-15. Set number 3 victory hangs in the balance here as the serve on the way by Peter. Dare got it. Went off the hands of the triple block, and then Tiefenthaler couldn't hang on. How about Tiefenthaler? 1 kill, 18 digs, 20 assists. I keep bringing up Carson Kelly, 6 kills, 10 digs, 29 assists.
You expect some of the best setters in the state to be here, and they are.
And they're showing out. Everybody shows out when the lights become brightest here. Ella Dare once again on the serve. Got a couple Kuemper Catholic players running into each other. Nice job by Robbins to push that over, and picked up on the back line by Burkhart. And then sent right back over by Carson Kelly.
That's one I'm replaying in my head right now. It was so good. The ball was set tight. It was ball 2. The defense doesn't expect for ball 2 to come over, and then she uses her left and pushes it right down to the ground.
Dare in the net. 23-16.
Again, you can be more aggressive when you're up 23-16 on that serve.
And you got some breathing room here. Assumption still has both their timeouts if needed here in set number 3. 2 players hit the deck. Channel Seed service. Ace this time for Kuemper. Lead is down to 6.
Addie Anthofer really trying to get some good momentum. Yes, they're trying to win set number 3 here, but they want positive energy going into set 4.
They dumped that one over. Who else but Carson Kelly?
And that is the advantage of running a 5-1 offense, especially when you have a 6-foot setter who can attack on ball too. And a lot of open court. She sees it so well. And a headsy play to score for her team and get the serve back.
And it's Carson Kelly to serve. Set point for Assumption. Tiefenthaler sets this one up. Blocked back for a moment. Now Tiefenthaler tries to push it over. Kelly sets up. Robbins got it blocked. Out of bounds. Assumption takes the point 25-17. They take the set as well. 2-1 advantage for the 2 seed. Assumption over 6-seeded Kuemper Catholic. Set number 4 on the other side when we come back at the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
It's Frank. Frank, Mr. Frank. And just what you did now, I think you're the best ever.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me. The feeling of family, you have to agree.
Wow, thanks, Fairway Frank.
Welcome to Fairway, your Fairway family.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Blake Walker, Joanna Settles with you here. Take a look at our Sioux Cup stats so far. Davenport Assumption leads 2-1 overall, and you're starting to see a little bit more separation here, Joanna.
Yes, definitely. Look at that kill count. 43 kills for Davenport Assumption compared to 28. So Kuemper Catholic, they've been out of system so much, they've got to refocus in on their serve receive to get the ball to the setter where she can really set up their hitters and kill the ball.
57 total points for Assumption, just 35 for Kuemper Catholic so far. Service errors, Assumption's got more. They got 7. Kuemper Catholic with 3. Attack errors, Assumption's got more than Kuemper Catholic, but attacks just 10 more. It just feels like in the margins, Assumption's just a little bit better.
They're more aggressive, but it's their serve receive that's a little bit cleaner so that they can run their offense. And you see even in digs that Kuemper Catholic has 61, 67. It seemed like, especially in that set, that Kuemper Catholic was on defense a lot more, and Davenport Assumption was more aggressive. Again, some errors there with that, but so much more momentum, scoring points, taking 2 sets now in a row.
6 blocks for the Assumption Knights compared to just 3 for Kuemper Catholic. Let's see, box score individual. Piper Hodge, 26 digs. That leads all on the floor. The 30 assists by Carson Kelly also lead all on the floor. Tiefenthaler for Kuemper Catholic got 1 kill, 18 digs, and 20 assists. And Ella Dare, who only had 2 kills in set number 1, has come back and responded well. She's got 13 now. And you talked about it. You give it to her, she's going to get you some points.
She isn't. She's adjusted well. She was trying to hit through the block. It wasn't working. She was trying to hit over the block. She went out a few times, and now she's mixing things up, tipping to the corners, and scoring points really well. One change I'd like Kuemper Catholic to do here with Elsa Tiefenthaler, she has tried to tip it over many, many times, especially when she's in the front row. She does that on the first ball. I'd like to see her set her hitters, maybe the second or third or fourth time in a volley, now try to dump it, and maybe she can be more successful.
Service error there to start things out for Assumption, and they're in the net. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they broke the plane above the net before they were able to, why Kuemper Catholic was still playing that ball.
2-0 in favor of Kuemper Catholic. Assumption leads overall 2-1. Carson Kelly trying to get an explanation from the head official. And we play on. On the serve this time for Tiefenthaler. Now Tiefenthaler sets back up, dumped across by Anthofer. Dare got it swatted back. Nice block up front by Colby Peter and company.
Yeah, Dare has to make sure she's hitting around that block. It doesn't work to go through, as we just saw that. So a nice big block, forcing her to either tip it around or up over or around, or definitely tip or hit it towards their pinky fingers.
Nice dig on the back line by Milligan. Dare knocked it back over and got it to drop. Assumption's on the board.
Good effort and defensive play just to even get a touch on that ball by Tiefenthaler.
Brings out Catherine Snyder. She'll be the one to serve here for Assumption, as we'll await the serve. Nice ball that just clips the net. Now Tiefenthaler sets up and dropped in by Addie Anthofer.
I love how they brought her to the middle on that one. Simons did such a nice job getting the ball to Tiefenthaler. They go to the middle pretty quick, and Anthofer can score for her team. They definitely want to keep this lead here because they have pressure to win set 4.
Nice serve by Whitrock, but Dare toes the line and gets the point.
When she turns to either sideline, she's very successful.
Just don't know where it's going to go.
And again, she's just placing those well. She's not even hitting it very hard. She has a ton more power. I'd love to see her really crush one.
4-2 in the early going here in set number 4. Kuemper Catholic trying to send this thing to 5. We've been back and forth here most of the day. Kelly to Dare. Simons is there to recover. Now Peter, nothing there on Hodge. Cotton tries her luck and can't get it to go.
Again, barely missed that. A nice shot there into the game for Kuemper Catholic. Number 4, Riley Sommerfeld, the freshman. She's a defensive specialist. We haven't seen her yet, so she's going to see what she can do. Try to pick up some balls.
Served across by Peter. Now here's Cotton once again, and really strong power. Elsa Tiefenthaler couldn't catch up.
No, when you play that back right position, oh man, there's so much velocity on that ball from Cotton. You just have to have your hands up and hope that it can bounce off in an advantageous way.
Now that brings on Ella Dare to serve. She had the 2 Channel Seed service aces there right in a row. Swatted back by Erin Robbins.
Wow, Robbins pressed over the net so well on that. That was a clinic for how to block.
Man. You kind of forget about Erin. She sneaks up on you. You kind of forget that she's there, and then boom, makes a big play.
Yes, I remember now.
They try the near side. Nothing going there, and nicely pushed across by Assumption to knot us back at 5. And yes, it was Carson Kelly, who's nearing triple-double numbers if you're into that kind of talk, with 9 kills, 10 digs, and 32 assists. Or it should be 9 kills when it updates here in a second.
Davenport Assumption on a nice run here to tie things up at 5, but Kaylee Simons doing a great job on serve receive. Even those last 3 in a row, her hips are so low to get underneath of that ball to get the ball to her setter.
Mariah Houghton gets Kuemper back rolling here, 6-5 to the lead. Mariah has looked really good all day long. They got a good player in that sophomore. That one's going to go long on a service error.
Yes, Tiefenthaler is in the front row now for Kuemper Catholic. Again, we want her to set her hitters for a little while and then deeper into that volley, then try to find a spot maybe up over that block that's open on ball number 2.
Carson Kelly was the one to serve. Now blocked back. Somehow stayed in. Off the block by Catherine Snyder.
It did. That set was too close to the net, again, trapping her hitter, and she didn't have much of a choice there.
Carson Kelly, of all people, leads Assumption in blocks with 6 as Assumption gets the Channel Seed service ace. So that means Carson Kelly's got 6 blocks, 9 kills, 10 digs, 32 assists. Keep it rolling. 8-6, Assumption leads over Kuemper. We'll be right back.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
8-6. Davenport Assumption leads over Carroll Kuemper Catholic here as we keep things rolling here in set number 4. They're trying to get the IOWA chant rolling here in the arena, and it looks like it's just Western Christian and Humboldt on the other side. There we go. Now they're starting to get it. It's a classic tradition here at the state volleyball tournament that you got 4 student sections at one time. Someone's going to try the IOWA chant. And a lot of people think, well, there must be a lot of Hawkeye fans here. Yeah, you could say that, but it's more just the state of Iowa. It's just a really cool showing that they always have here at the state tournament. There's an sack error. It'll be 9-6 Assumption.
Yes, and it's really celebrating the Iowa girls.
Yeah.
So many girls out for volleyball as we celebrate this fall season, but the fall tennis season, the cross-country season, as they come to a close here this week. So much success and so much camaraderie and a great fall effort by so many in our state.
And what an effort by Emmy Burkhart to get it on the back line, and she does it again. Here comes Cotton to get it in past the block. Assumption's rolling here at 10-6.
What teamwork.
Well, that first set, you know, Kuemper goes on that run in the middle, and then Assumption gets caught from behind. It looked like Assumption just trying to get their footing there. They sure seem to be in a pretty good groove ever since we've hit set number 2.
They sure have. And, you know, Brianna Whitrock has been quieter because she was so strong in that first set. But I think it's the tough serving of Davenport Assumption that has made a difference because they just cannot get the ball in system to get it to their hitters as they want to hit it hard enough.
Hodge sets up, dumped across by Snyder. Now a chance this time. Cotton, did she get it? No, just missed it. They thought it was touched. Yes, it was touched. And Kuemper didn't have much of a reaction saying no, so they knew, I think we touched it.
Usually there's a big change of trajectory,
Yeah.
and there wasn't there, so I wasn't sure. I'm
Barely,
glad that they
yeah.
are watching that and not us.
These line judges, eagle-eyed.
Yes, but as a hitter, she knew.
Yeah.
You hope that somebody else saw it. Look at Hodge dig that ball.
Boy, Carson Kelly went over and almost took that ball away. Now they go to the middle. Whitrock can't drop it in. Nice dig on the back line by Cotton. Tiefenthaler. Hodge there again, but put it in the net off the play. Kuemper keeping it rolling here. Gets it back within 3.
Yes, Mariah Houghton with a big swing there to bring the energy. She was hoping to be able to stay in longer, but she rotates out here and will have to cheer her team on while she waits to get back into the front row.
Kelly to the near side and dropped over by Graves. Now Tiefenthaler. Middle row attack. That time going to drop in for Addie Anthofer. Kuemper just hanging tight here in a must-win set. Robbins drops it in. And she'll check out on an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Ella Darer checks back in.
Much to the chagrin of the other Knights.
She's got 15 kills today. It's a quieter day for her, but still making a big impact. Simons calls everybody off and sends it back over. Dare, a lot of power. Boy, it was contortion artist Addie Antoff. She was on her back that time.
Trying. How about both middles for Davenport Assumption? So strong at the net. Erin Robbins with a nice run, and then Ella Dare here just really taking over this match.
Tiefenthaler sets up to the far side. Hit over by Peter. Assumption's on top of it. Dare got it blocked back up front by Whitrock.
Whitrock. We've been missing her for a while. That was a statement block right there.
Really, really nice play by Brianna.
Yes, as Elsa Tiefenthaler goes to the back row. Now there's 3 hitters in the front row for her options. She goes to the back.
And drops it in.
Nice back set there.
Kuemper's got a couple seniors, but boy, the juniors, all things considering, it's a pretty young team. They still have a lot to return next year. But they don't want to go away yet. Nice play on the far side. Catherine Snyder.
Snyder with the base swing, but it was the back set by Carson Kelly, who is showing us all the amazing things that she can do in every stat category. Really nice back set there for the assist.
Dropped over, service ace. Joanna, this is the point where Assumption pulled away these last 2 sets. This is kind of their sweet spot. And if you're Coach Wintermote, you know, you don't want to use your timeout too early. Hodge knocks it up in the air. And now sent back over. Simons can't get it there now. It's not quite a free ball, but Hodge is on top of it. Kelly tried to send it across. She's looking for kill number 10. That one's long on an attack error. 16-11.
5-point spread is big. It's tough to climb back from this. It can happen. It's all about this pass right here.
Snyder on the serve again. Tiefenthaler sets up in the middle. Good dump across by Antofer.
That was almost pancaked, and the Kuemper Catholic turned their heads, and you always want to play that whole. They probably saw it, but those pancakes, that was close. I love the tip up and over that block. A really nice job of mixing up the offense.
Addie saw the spot, knew exactly where she wanted to put it. Lead is back down to 4. Dare swings hard and scores.
When you see such a perfect pass like that, I started wincing. I knew it was going to be hammered home, and it sure was. That was Snyder to Kelly to Dare.
17 kills for Ella Dare. And now on the serve is Emmy Burkhart. And whistle blows. Not sure. Coach Cotton's wanting a explanation. I don't know what the call was.
No, they didn't make a signal. There wasn't out of system. They'll talk to the captain, which is Carson Kelly.
So a slight mistake there by Kuemper, or by Assumption, going to get Kuemper back within 4 here. As Carson gets her explanation and now tries to relay the message to Greg Cotton. And Greg says, okay. He might not agree with it, but he'll take it. And he'll go back to the bench.
It's easier to take when you're up 4 and up 2-1 in sets.
I tell you what, both these coaches, they enjoy sitting down. They just enjoy, they'll coach from the bench, enjoy the seat. 2 very good head coaches here meeting in the semifinals. That one, was it touched? No, it wasn't. Goes long. It's 18-13. Simons checks back in on an IMT insurance substitution.
Again, a little surprised that there's no timeout to stop the momentum, maybe after this serve. Again, important to make a good pass right to this setter. Simons hoping it goes to her.
Tiefenthaler sets up behind and dumped across by Anthofer. Addie's going to have a heck of a senior year. She is set up well there this year on the junior side, but boy, she's going to be one to watch next year for Kuemper.
She is. That's so well placed.
18-14. Cotton wound up, couldn't get it to drop. And Tiefenthaler tried to drop it across herself, and there's Robbins.
Impressive.
Lead is back to 5. Robbins, 9 kills.
There's a lot of confidence, a lot of trust, a lot of gumption in both of those swings there by Cotton and Robbins.
Nice play by Simons and Tiefenthaler to get on the floor to go get it. Olivia Schenkelberg is also in the match right now for Kuemper. Haven't seen her yet today. The senior getting some time. That one misses wide to the left for Houghton. And Assumption can taste a championship appearance.
They can, up 6 here, pushing 5.
Tiefenthaler sets up in the middle, swatted back by Robbins and company. Another great play up front by Assumption.
Yes, Robbins in on that block. Simon's doing everything she can to make sure this first pass is good. You've seen her on the floor a lot. She's diving on that last play.
21-14. Simons can't catch up to it. On a channel seed service ace. Kuemper not using the timeout. Get a couple more substitutions checking in. Whitrock is in. They set up over to the far side. Hodge there to pick it up. Somehow saved in, and Assumption can't get it. Robbins tried to single hand do it. Lead is back down to 7. Milligan checks back in. Boy, in the short time Mia has been in, she's been pretty big today.
She has. She's a catalyst there, which is your job as a defensive specialist, to bring some positive energy, and they've done well in this rotation.
And another junior, worth noting. Dump back across, and whistle blows. Double hit on Kuemper, and Assumption is 2 away. Winner will play the winner of Western Christian and Humboldt, or Humboldt in the championship. I tell you what, Humboldt's hanging tight. Make sure to tune over to that one once this one comes to a close. That one dropped over, nicely done by Mariah Houghton.
Yes, Robbins tried to hit it right back over, but Houghton there with the point.
Just 4 seniors on this Kuemper roster. Simons, Schenkelberg, Whitrock, and Tiefenthaler. Other than that, Joanne, it's a lot of juniors, sophomores, couple freshmen. Kuemper's going to be back. Tiefenthaler sets up to the middle. Whitrock can't get it to drop as Hodge is there. Now they try again to the other side. Lobbed over and out by Peter. But you get Houghton back and Topher back. Peter. Match point here for Assumption, as Hodge is on the serve. They set up in the middle and knocked back over at the net. Davenport Assumption is off to the Class 2A championship game. Champions in 2022, they'll look to go for their second team championship in school history for the volleyball side. And like I said, they'll await the winner of Humboldt and Western Christian. But Davenport Assumption gets the job done, losing the first set, but they didn't let it deter them. They come back and win 3 straight.
Yeah, what a nice job. Again, balanced effort. The middles were so strong with Dare and Robbins, but Carson Kelly, the quarterback, the setter, doing so many things so well and coming up with big points, leading her team.
Send it down to the floor for your trophy presentation.
Fans, please direct your attention to the court. The awards presentation. In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medal and commemorative volleyball provided by Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Aaron Gerlich and Ben Van Wyk. Congratulations to head coach Rusty Wintermote and the Kuemper Catholic Knights on an outstanding 2025 volleyball season. And now, we'd like to recognize today's Quick Star Star of the Game, Belle Cotton. This athlete's outstanding performance earns her the honor of advancing her team on the bracket to the championship match. Thanks to Quick Star for their support of the IGHSAU. Assumption fans, your team advances to the championships match and will play tomorrow at 2:30 p.m.
A win for Davenport Assumption, 3-1 over Kuemper Catholic. Strong season by Kuemper Catholic. They're going to bow out at 32-3, Joanna, but boy, they got a lot of pieces that are going to be coming back. They graduate a couple really good seniors, but expect to see them back next year.
Yes, what great leadership. I thought Tiefenthaler, Simons, Wittrock were just outstanding today, but not enough as the Davenport Assumption Knights fight on.
In the Battle of the Knights, it's Davenport Assumption who comes out on top. They will play for a Class 2A championship game tomorrow at 2 o'clock on IPTV. We say so long here from Extreme Arena. For everyone on our production staff, our producer Devin, she's Joanna Settles, I'm Blake Walker. We say so long from the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.